Good afternoon again, YouTube. This is Kaylin String coming at you with a video about alternative lighting and power for power outages. Now, some of these items I actually had in 2020 when the derecho smacked us here in Iowa in August. So for instance, I had my O-lanterns. This is an O-lantern mini, and I took them out of lockout mode so I could and then this is the full-size O-lantern, which has interchangeable modules. And then these, and I've had a few of these O bulbs. A few different varieties. And of course, a headlamp is always a must when you have a power outage. This is just a USB-C, one of several that I have. My Array 2S charges USB-C, and this is the magnetic chargers that I can use with my O-lanterns and my O-bulbs. My newest acquisitions, I had a green one of these Baton 3s already, but this is one that I got for as a birthday gift from Olight. I was so surprised about it, but this one magnetic charges. I have it in lockout, and so now that it works. And these are the swivels, and I took these to my mosque as a backup plan in case we did have power losses, because we did have several storms during Ramadan, and of course we have some issues with our electrical system in the building. And so I used these when the power for some reason was cut to our supply storage room. And so instead of using a small light like this, and I have also used my EDC, which is my i5T, which I carry in my purse, and of course my i3E, which is on my keys all the time. I took these swivels in there, and because they have magnets on the back, I could attach them to our metal shelves, our steel shelves. Switch over to the flashlight mode, and this is that's what you call the work light. And because it has this clip part on it, you can hang it, so I could hang it as well. And of course I've used my green one camping, so I just brought the yellow one out for visibility because it is bright. And you want to have lighting, and if you have an issue with using candles, for instance, if you have very active pets, I have a very active cat, and I do not have a whole lot of high shelves that I could put candles on, plus I really don't want to. I want to save them for use as a last resort. So having the ability to recharge lights or just swap out batteries, for instance, this i3T Plus, which I have the battery film in there, but I could swap out batteries in this. I could use rechargeable, although I haven't tried it, but this is just, a longer handheld light. I have my i3T Plus in a first aid kit, and I'll show that in a separate video. I'm still working on that kit, by the way. But having the ability to replace batteries or recharge. And for backup power, because I live in a small apartment, I cannot have a generator. And I do not have sufficient sun to put out a larger solar panel, although I do have a 50-watt hard shell panel plus my folding 60-watt Rock Pals panel. But this is my O station, and Jiu-Jitsu 2000 recently did a video on the O station, and I have used this. I've ran a few cycles through it. This is the second power station that I have. This is my first one, my Tac Life. Oops. Has 2 USBs, some 12 volt, and 2 AC. This one has the car charger, that I used to call the cigarette lighter. And then this one has one AC, but it's got more, it's got a USB-C, plus it has other USBs. But both can be connected to standard AC power, or you can charge them with solar. And this one has the buttons here. You turn it on this side, but the ports are here, and you use an adapter for 12 volt operation on my Tac Life. But back here is the input for the O station. They both have fans, so they have good ventilation. This one has vents on the side as well. But because of all the noise going on about extra power demand, and the older our grid gets, the more vulnerable it gets to failures of one kind or another, having the ability to have lots of light and be able to rotate through your lights, because I have a variety of these. What I can do, I can use a few at a time. If this is going to be a long-term situation, I can run through a few of these at a time, and then when their power is dead, I can go to the next one. Same with these O lanterns. And these swivels, I can go through a few of them. And because this one, the O Lantern Mini, and the O bulbs have red lights, the MCs have other colors as well. See, it doesn't show up clearly here, but you can kind of tell when the light hits my hand that it is red. Plus it has other colors, and blinking red. And the Array 2S has a red LED in it. So now that's on red. Sorry if that blinded you. I just wanted to show that they do work, but having these plus other lights, I do not have the solar lights because I have not thought about getting them, since I do not have a whole lot of direct sun here, since my apartment faces north and I have a lot of shade. So that's why my plants do not grow as fast, but at least I still have them out there. But having some of these lights that I did not have before, And having both of these these mini power stations, I can have backup power. I cannot run larger appliances on these, obviously. They're too small, but I can charge a light, I can charge my phone, I can charge my mobile hotspot. So I could still stay connected and find out what's going on. And I could charge my ham radio. I do not have a ham license, but I listen. So I could charge my ham radio so I could listen to local hams that do have licenses. I can try to pick up emergency services channels. My Baofeng also gets the weather channel, the NOAA weather radio frequencies. I can pick that up on it so I can listen to that. So I do have the ability to do that. And of course, any cooking I would do would be on one of my camp stove with my slider open, or I would just do it out on my deck. But I wanted to come on here and show you my plan for possible power outages. Only one media outlet here in the Des Moines area mentioned it that I know of, and that was one of the two radio stations that I regularly listen to. Sorry, I still have that chirping because, as I said in my shopping haul videos, my living room smoke detector is hardwired and it's chirping like a low battery, but I cannot open it up to see what kind of battery it would take, even if it takes one, or if the whole thing needs to be replaced. So my maintenance request for that has not been completed. So again, I apologize for that chirping. But anyway, I want to come on here and show you what I am going to go with for power outages that I did not have before, and having multiples of these. Not only I have Outage, but I also have other ones, the cheaper ones as well, that I can put AA's or AAA's in. So I have lights. I can use a few at a time. Then once they're dead, go to the next one and keep using that. And try to keep, put these out during the day with my solar panels, and at least try to give them a little bit of a charge from what light I can get. But and using red mode would allow me to be more discreet, in addition to keeping my my blind closed, so that it's less apparent that I actually have some kind of light. But anyway, I hope this gives you all ideas on getting prepared for any possible power outages. So anyway, thanks for watching, and catch you on the flip side.